Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, another Open Mic Monday. How are you? How you doing? Hello, tribe. It's really nice to see you. However you're watching today. Now, Ollie is first on. Ollie, you're a legend. Always on here, mate. Hi, Oliver. How are you doing? Jenna is on. Hi, Jenna. How are you doing? Danny was on before. Hi, Danny. Oh, he's still on. Hey, Dan boy. It's been a while. How are you? How are you doing? Hope your family's good. Hope your mum's all right. And hope your family are okay in Scotland. Hopefully Scotland is staying in the UK after all this has happened. Nice to see you all. Hey, bro. I've decided today for this Insta Live that I would use a cup that Eden decorated. So this is the cup it's even got her name inside. Eden. Tell me, what are you, in fact, actually, tell me, have you got a snack with you? I'm going to whisper and I'm going to tuck into this after this live. So that is my, like a well done gift for doing well. So, hey Dave, nice to see you. Hey Dan, Jen's online, Joel, hi Joel. Emmanuel, hi Emmanuel. So tell me, what snack are you eating? I'm eating a whisper. Come on, let's create a fuss on Insta. Let's get something trending. Snacks, Monday night snacks. So I'm drinking a nice cup of tea from a cup that Eden made. Lovely. And eating a whisper. I don't know if anybody online can top a whisper. This is top dollar this. Ollie straight on it. McCoy steak crisps. That's what he's just put in the chat feed. Standard. Good effort. It's one of those crisp packets you should kind of eat in a pub, with a drink, but none of them are open these days. Okay, Open Mic Monday. Today I want to talk to you about catching your communication killer. Oh, we just had Emmanuel Whisper Gold. Do you remember Whisper Gold? Flip it, heck. Ooh, that's classic, that. Whisper Golds. We're going back there. Lint 90% chocolate. Dave Withington, my partner in crime. Mate, what? That is some pretty middle class chocolate right there. It's not even standard Lint that you get from Aldi. Oh no, you can only get 90% coca from Waitrose. You know what I mean? Oh, Joel's on Ben and Jerry's. Oh, next level. Next level. Nice to hear from you, Joel. Hope you're doing well. I think you might be in Manchester now, but I'm not sure. But it's a pleasure to see you again, mate. Great. Right, I want to crack on with this because I've only got 10 minutes left. So I want to talk about how you catch your communication killer. But first, I've got 3 questions that you lot sent in. Well, in fact, one amazing person sent all these in. Amy Sample. Amy is going to be watching this. You are a legend. Thanks for sending all these questions. If you've got a question about communication or public speaking, send them in. I'll answer them as quick as I can. And if I can, I'll share them each Monday night. 3 questions. First one is, what joke works the best for me when I'm on stage? What joke works the best? Easy. Anything towards myself. Showing, having a laugh at me at my expense. People, your audience will love people that love to laugh at you. Or create a joke that allows them to laugh at themselves. Like, people love that. Why is Peter Kay so good and so successful? Because he just creates a narrative that we can all laugh at ourselves. So those are the best kind of jokes. They're very inclusive too. The second question is, what's my biggest strength? My personal biggest strength is humour and honesty. I use humour and honesty very well. For a long time, I didn't do jokes very well because I'm so insecure, so nervous that I would just fill the air with jokes. It's not that appropriate at a funeral to keep telling jokes all the time. Just going to put that out there. So I keep looking down because I've got my notes here. You'll see them, I've got them all laid out here. So I call my humour and honesty my 1-2 punch, 1-2. Because you're able to disarm people with the first one with humour and then bring some honesty into it, and that's always quite powerful and potent. So that kind of works for me. What's your 1-2 punch? When you publicly speak, when you do a presentation, when you do a Zoom call, what's your 1-2 punch? What is it that gets boom boom? What disarms people and then brings that? It could be encouragement and challenge. It could be like me. It could be a joke and then an instruction, whatever that is. It's got to fit your personality though. All right, and the last question was, do I still get nervous? Yes, I get very nervous. But these days, it's more of a nervous excitement. Like I get excited in these nerves, and I have very strict and straightforward pre-stage routine. I do something the morning of and the minute before I get up, which I'll talk about another time. So a very specific routine that I have in the morning when I'm doing something big on the platform, and then I do something just a minute before I get on stage, and that really gets me in the right headspace. So nerves, yes I do, not as much as I used to, and it's more excited. Okay, how to catch a communication killer. I want to start a new series, and I'm going to be interviewing some people too about what's disrupted them, what's challenged them, what's nearly killed them as communicators, and hopefully bring out some practical help for those watching it on this Insta Live, or those watching it on my YouTube channel, on my blog, on my website. And if you don't know what my website is called, it's just basically my name. So here we go, how to catch a communication killer. I want to give you a brief introduction in 7 minutes. Something haunts and hunts every communicator. There's it could be an Achilles heel, it could be the pea under the mattress. There's something that disrupts and destroys communicators. Every single person who you would speak to, who has to publicly speak, deliver training, do Zoom calls, big talks on big platforms, screen to screen kind of stuff, every single one of them has an internal narrative that haunts them and seeks to hunt them down. Every time, I tell you now, every time I put my foot on a platform, I remember one event in my life that tells me over and over again, you're going to mess up like you did then. You're not good enough. It's not going to work. People are not going to laugh. People are not going to work. It's the same moment, time after time, and it's my psychology. So something haunts and hunts every one of us. And let me just divert for a minute, because in our culture, the biggest problem is this, is we teach people how to look successful rather than how to be significant. There's a big difference. There's a big difference in how to look successful and how to be significant. We're in the age of image and brand, and everyone's a product to be sold or to sell to. And often we place more of an emphasis on fame and fortune than we do on character and fortitude. And it's not very sexy, character or fortitude, is it? I mean, be honest with yourself. Being disciplined and being a principled person, that's not flouted round, you know what I mean? It's usually, get more likes, get more followers, seek the fame. But being is internal and hidden. It's values and beliefs, and it's disciplined thoughts. That's what being significant is about. It's internal, hidden, values, beliefs, disciplined thought. How to look successful is actually the opposite. Looking is external and visible. It's style and connectivity, and it's surface perception. So what's the problem? What is the issue with people looking versus being? I want you to picture a submarine in your mind. I don't know if you've ever been on a submarine. I was in a submarine when I was a kid. It was so tight and so cramped in there. I want you to get this image of a submarine in your brain. If you want to be a communicator that stands the test of time, that in 20, 30, 50 years you still want to be communicating, this is the absolute key you need to get hold of. The success of a submarine is based on its internal pressure that withstands the external pressure. See, that is the point of a submarine, to go deep. And as communicators and speakers, we go deep. We want to take people with us. Now, what is inside of us must be greater than what is outside of us. So you and me right now, we're talking, but you might not know that I've got some stuff going on in my life. My mental health is under attack. I'm praying a lot to God. You might not know, that's not the case, but what is happening is this internal pressure is withstanding the external pressure. And what you tend to find is this, is just because a submarine looks great doesn't mean it is great. You can have the best looking, sexiest submarine, I don't know what the criteria for a sexy submarine is, I've just said it. sexy submarine, but it actually can't go that deep. What you tend to find is those submarines that are most successful are those that have built a watertight pressure system within them. And that only comes through internal hidden values, beliefs, discipline, thought. So what's this got to do with, a communication killer? It's simply this. Every killer that a communicator faces always comes from within. Always comes from within. I had a friend who used to gig a lot in pubs. Do you remember pubs? They were a thing once, Gigs, do you remember those? Were a thing once? And he used to do gigs, and in Wigan, the Wigan crowd's pretty peculiar at times, and there was apparently a lovely gentleman, but a real character who suffered with Tourette's. I'm not making fun of Tourette's here, I hope you understand, but this one moment they all had a good laugh about it, including the guy that suffered with Tourette's syndrome. But his Tourette's was quite specific. His Tourette's, he would shout kitchen appliances. Okay, I'm not lying, this is a real thing, okay? People Google it, go and support your local Tourette's charge. But he used to, kettle, hob, that's how his Tourette's would work. One day, my friend, whose name is Carl, is plucking away and doing a real sort of inspired moment. Suddenly in the middle of, I can't remember what song, but it was maybe a Bob Dylan song, just like really sort of quiet and intimate. Suddenly from the back of the shop there was this guy that just said, "Microwave!" really loud. And so everybody starts laughing. The guy that's got Tourette's starts laughing because obviously it's funny, and Carl just abandoned his gig. He was just like, right, I'm done. I can't follow that. Now the truth is this, is that we all worry about being disrupted and about hecklers. We always worry that something external is going to influence or attack our ability to speak or communicate. And here's the truth. The truth is this, that the biggest killers that we have are internal, inside our own submarine, inside of our own pressure system, seeking to undermine our psychology. So don't worry about hecklers. Don't worry about your audience. Sort your own head out. Get that in shape. That's where we start as communicators. We start with internal hidden values and beliefs and disciplined thought, because it's those things that help us go all the way decades down the line. So what are some killers? To name a few, here are some killers. Fear, past failure, perfectionism, insecurity, that's mine, my person. More than that, my need for approval from other people. That is my biggest issue that I have. So as I wrap this up, over the next month and maybe longer, I'm going to be having guests on each Monday night, and I'm going to be asking them what their killer is and how they've overcome it. This also coincides with an ebook that I'm writing and that will be released through the site at some point. I'm not sure what yet. Final thought. The killer has an employer sent specifically to destroy you, and this employer is actually a lie. And when we believe it, when we believe the lie, when we believe it, that lie becomes a liability. It becomes something that is an asset that can take us down. A lie is, I don't deserve this opportunity. I need to earn people's affection. Hello, I'm not strong enough. Now, where do these lies come from? Oh, and by the way, research suggests this, that you believe a lie as something that's true after 45 minutes of saying it. So after 45 minutes, if you tell a lie, you are highly likely to believe that it was actually true. Someone please tell Donald Trump that. Thank you. Amen. So lies come from a defense mechanism to protect you from harm. A lie comes from past failure that's defined your limitations wrongly. Your failure defines these limitations in your life, and that's wrong. Or you have a mistaken identity. Man, one day we're going to talk about a mistaken identity for you. So to catch a killer, we need to identify the lie. We need to go right down internal within ourselves to recognize what that lie is. So my question, and I leave you with this, is what lie are you believing about yourself? That's a big question. I did that at an event once. This woman came up to me and she said, for months, I've been plagued by this thing, And tonight I was able to name it and shame it, and I feel like I found freedom again. Name the lie. What lie are you believing about yourself? Free yourself from it. And I can't wait in a decade's time, 2 decades time, to be able to say, yeah, you are free, and you have that really you have that real strong internal pressure system going on. Thanks, tribe. Thanks for tuning in. Much love to you all. Big shout out to every single person that's watched. Appreciate you. Love you. I'm gonna have my whisper. Mom, I'm excited. I'm out of a marshmallow, but don't tell Hannah, my wife. Have a lovely night, you guys. If you have any questions or any way I can help you in your public speaking, message me, DM me on here, and I'll try my best to answer and support you. Good night, tribe, and I'll see you soon. Thanks very much.